Hello, I'm Dr. Catherine Morgan, and in my 30-plus years helping men over 60, I've seen the same 5 mistakes destroy more lives than I care to count. Today, I need to share something that might save yours. Just last month, Robert walked into my practice looking defeated. At 64, this former construction foreman could barely climb a flight of stairs without getting winded. His wife told me later that he'd been avoiding intimacy for over 2 years, making excuses about being too tired or having a bad back. But here's what really broke my heart. Robert thought this was just normal aging. He'd accepted that feeling exhausted, weak, and disconnected from his wife was simply his new reality. Sound familiar? I see this every single day. Men who've spent decades building careers, raising families, and being the rock everyone depends on suddenly find themselves feeling like shadows of who they used to be. They wake up tired, struggle through their days, and collapse into bed feeling like they've accomplished nothing meaningful. The tragedy is that most of these men are making 5 critical mistakes that are literally stealing their strength, energy, and vitality. These aren't complex medical issues. They're simple habits that seem harmless but work together like a slow poison in your system. I've watched thousands of men transform their lives by stopping these 5 things. Men like Robert, who now plays with his grandchildren for hours and has rekindled the romance in his 35-year marriage. Men like Thomas, who at 68 started hiking again and feels stronger than he did at 50. Men like David, who thought his best days were behind him, but discovered they were actually just beginning. You see, after 3 decades of practice, I've learned something that might surprise you. The difference between men who thrive after 60 and those who merely survive isn't genetics, luck, or some expensive treatment. It's about stopping the things that drain your body's natural ability to stay strong and energetic. Your body is like a high-performance engine that's been running for 6 decades. It still has incredible power, but only if you stop putting the wrong fuel in the tank and remove the things that are clogging up the works. Today, I'm going to share exactly what those 5 things are. And more importantly, I'm going to show you what to do instead. This isn't about complicated diets, expensive supplements, or time-consuming routines. This is about simple changes that can help restore the energy and strength you thought were gone forever. Let me tell you about my patient James. At 62, he was doing everything he thought was right for his health. He was taking his daily vitamins, doing light exercise, and following his doctor's basic advice, yet he felt worse every month. James would wake up feeling like he hadn't slept at all. By 2 p.m., he needed a nap just to function. His concentration was shot, his motivation was gone, and worst of all, he felt like he was becoming a burden to his family instead of the provider and protector he'd always been. When James first came to see me, he was convinced he needed stronger medications or maybe even energy signal treatments. But after spending an hour really listening to his daily routine, I discovered he was making all 5 of the mistakes that destroy men's energy and vitality after 60. James spent most of his retirement reading, watching TV, and working on his computer. He thought he was taking it easy and being kind to his aging body. In reality, he was slowly shutting down his circulation and weakening his heart. Think of your circulatory system like a river. When water flows freely, it stays clean and brings life everywhere it goes. But when it sits still, it becomes stagnant and toxic. Your blood is the same way. It needs to keep moving to bring energy and strength to every part of your body. Every time you sit for more than 2 hours, your circulation slows to a crawl. Your muscles stop demanding fresh, oxygen-rich blood. Your heart doesn't have to work as hard, so it actually gets weaker. It's like letting a powerful engine idle for hours. Eventually, it starts to clog up and lose its power. James was still eating like he was building houses and chasing after toddlers. Big portions, heavy meals, and foods that took enormous amounts of energy to digest. His body was working so hard to process all this food that it had nothing left for keeping him energetic and alert. After 60, your digestive system is like a wise old craftsman. It can still do amazing work, but it needs the right materials and enough time to do the job properly. When you overload it with heavy, processed foods, it's like asking that craftsman to build a house with broken tools and poor materials. For decades, James had dealt with stress by powering through it, working harder, or simply ignoring it until it went away. This approach worked when his body could bounce back from anything. But now, unresolved stress was eating away at his energy like rust on metal. Stress after 60 doesn't just disappear like it used to. It settles into your body and creates a constant drain on your energy reserves. Imagine trying to fill a bucket that has small holes in the bottom. No matter how much you pour in, it keeps leaking out. James had accepted that waking up multiple times per night and feeling tired in the morning was just part of getting older. He'd adapted his entire life around having less energy instead of addressing why his sleep had become so poor. Quality sleep is when your body repairs itself, like a maintenance crew that works the night shift. If this crew can't do their job properly, everything starts breaking down faster than it can be fixed. Your energy, your strength, your mental sharpness, they all depend on this nightly restoration process. James's medicine cabinet looked like a pharmacy. He had pills for energy, pills for sleep, pills for his heart, and pills for his joints. He was spending hundreds of dollars every month trying to fix problems instead of addressing what was causing them. Here's what I've learned after 30 years. Your body is incredibly smart. It knows exactly how to create energy, maintain strength, and keep you feeling vital. But it can't do its job when you're constantly working against it instead of with it. Think of your body like a garden. You can buy all the fertilizers and treatments in the world, but if you're not providing good soil, adequate water, and proper sunlight, nothing will grow properly. Supplements are like fertilizer. They can help, but only if the basics are in place first. After identifying these 5 mistakes in James's routine, I introduced him to what I call the 30-60-90 method. It's not a complex program or expensive treatment. It's a simple way of working with your body's natural rhythms instead of against them. Within 30 days, James noticed he wasn't crashing in the afternoon. Within 60 days, he was waking up feeling rested for the first time in years. Within 90 days, his wife told me she had her husband back. The beauty of this method is that it's like tuning a musical instrument. Once everything is in harmony, the music flows naturally. Your body wants to feel strong and energetic. You just need to remove the things that are preventing it from doing what it does best. Instead of sitting for hours, James learned to move for just 2 minutes every hour. Not exercise, just gentle movement. Walking to the mailbox, doing light stretching, or even standing and doing simple arm circles. This keeps your circulation flowing like a gentle stream, constantly bringing fresh energy to every cell in your body. It's like keeping a fire burning by adding small amounts of kindling throughout the day instead of letting it die out and trying to rebuild it. James switched to what I call gentleman portions, smaller, more frequent meals that his mature digestive system could handle easily. Think of it like feeding a wise old horse. You give it the best quality food in amounts that allow it to stay strong without getting overwhelmed. Fresh, simple foods that don't require enormous energy to process. This frees up your body's resources to focus on keeping you energetic and alert instead of struggling with heavy, complicated meals. James learned a simple 5-minute technique for releasing stress before it could settle into his body. Not meditation or complicated breathing exercises, just a gentle way of letting tension flow out naturally, like opening a pressure valve on a steam engine. We created a simple evening routine that prepared James's body for deep, restorative sleep. Small changes to his environment and habits that signaled to his body that it was time for that essential repair work to begin. Instead of trying to force energy with supplements and stimulants, James learned to support his body's natural energy production, like a skilled gardener who knows exactly when to water, when to prune, and when to let nature take its course. The results speak for themselves. James now has consistent energy throughout the day, sleeps peacefully through the night, and feels more like himself than he has in years. His confidence has returned, his relationships have improved, and he's excited about the future instead of worried about it. I want you to know something that might surprise you. The man you were at 45, energetic, strong, confident, he's still there. He's just buried under years of working against your body instead of with it. Every day I see men in their 60s, 70s, and even 80s rediscover energy and vitality they thought were gone forever. They're not superhuman, and they don't have special genetics. They simply learned to stop doing the things that were draining their strength and started supporting their body's natural ability to thrive. You have a choice today. You can accept that feeling tired, weak, and disconnected is just part of aging, or you can take the simple steps that thousands of men have used to reclaim their vitality. Your family needs you to be strong and present. Your community needs your wisdom and experience. Most importantly, you deserve to feel proud of the man you see in the mirror every morning. The path forward isn't complicated, expensive, or time-consuming. It's simply about making friends with your body again and giving it what it needs to do what it does best. Keep you feeling alive, energetic, and ready for whatever comes next. Your best days aren't behind you. They're waiting for you to claim them. Dr. Catherine Morgan, Men's Vitality Specialist. Take care of yourself, Dr. Catherine Morgan, Men's Vitality Specialist.